Hello and good evening. My name is Muhammad Areza. I am from Business English class KGO2, and today I want to present a topic about morphology and transmission of SARS-CoV-2. So let's get started. First, what is SARS-CoV-2? SARS-CoV-2 stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome, coronavirus 2, which caused a disease called COVID-19 or coronavirus disease 19. Coronaviruses are a large group of viruses that are common among animals. In rare cases, they are what scientists call zoonotic, meaning they can be transmitted from animals to humans. In this picture, we can see the phylogenetic tree of SARS-CoV-2 classification. It has a lot of names, but the most important thing to know that the SARS-CoV-2 belongs to the family of Coronaviridae, and the subfamily of Orthocoronaviridae, which has four branches of genus of alpha coronaviruses, the beta, the gamma, and delta. And for SARS-CoV-2, it belongs to the beta coronaviruses genus. Next, we go to the timeline. So, in late December 2019, several health facilities in Wuhan in China reported clusters of patients with pneumonia but with unknown cause. So, among the first 27 patients that have been hospitalized, most of them were epidemiologically linked to Huanansi wholesale market, a wet market located in downtown Wuhan, which sells not only seafood but also live animals, including poultry and wildlife animals like pangolin, bat, and also a ferret. On 31 December, Wuhan Municipal Health Commission notified the public of this outbreak and also informed the World Health Organization. And later on 12 January, more patients but with no history of exposure to Huanan seafood market were also identified. All these cases combined provided clear evidence for human-to-human transmission of the new virus. And also the scientists that discovered the new strain of this virus stated that they have never seen this strain of beta coronavirus before. And on 30 January, the World Health Organization declared the novel coronavirus outbreak as a public health emergency of international concern. So on 11 February, the International Committee on Taxonomy of Viruses named the novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2, and the WHO named the disease COVID-19. So don't confuse about these two names because the SARS-CoV-2 belongs to the virus name and the COVID-19 belongs to the disease name. On 11 March, the WHO officially changed the characteristic of COVID-19 outbreak as a pandemic because it has spread to abroad. It has spread to other countries, to other regions, and because of that, it classified as a pandemic. The outbreak of COVID-19 in China reached epidemic peak in February, with total number of cases continued to rise sharply in early February with average rate of more than 3,000 new cases per day. The city of Wuhan was shut down on 23 January, with all travel and transportation connecting the city was blocked, or also called lockdown. And since March, while COVID-19 in China has become effectively controlled by their lockdown policy, unfortunately, the case numbers in Europe and USA and other Asia countries have jumped sharply. So next, here is data I took from World Health Organization website. It shows a total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19, including the deaths, globally. As per 28 January 2021, there have been more than 100 million confirmed cases with more than 2 millions of deaths reported to WHO. In Indonesia, as per 28 January 2021, there have been more than 1 million confirmed cases with more than 28,000 of deaths. Next. So now we jump to the morphology. This is the picture of the SARS-CoV-2, which is the round shape like virus, which has a shape spike-like or a crown-like protein called spike glycoprotein on the surface of the virus, and the gray thing here called envelope that act as like a bottle that protect the thing inside, called nucleocapsid protein, and RNA as the virus nucleic acid. This is another picture of SARS-CoV-2 structure that has surface viral proteins, namely spike glycoprotein or S, which mediates interaction with cell surface receptor called enzyme ACE2, the viral membrane glycoprotein M right here, and envelope right here of SARS-CoV-2 are embedded in host membrane-derived lipid bilayer encapsulating the helical nucleic acid of comprising viral RNA. Speaking of spike glycoprotein that has a function to mediate interaction with cell surface receptor called enzyme ACE2, this ACE2 mainly expressed in mammals and also human in lungs, kidneys, and also heart. In lungs, specifically in alveolus. So when the virus enters our body from respiratory system, it goes down from the upper side to the lower side and then goes to the alveolus that have a ACE2 receptor, and the virus from there can start replicating and to infect another part of the lungs. Let's go to the transmission. So the coronavirus has bat as its natural host, and then a killer cat and other mammals like a pangolin, a pig, a ferret as their intermediate host. And as I mentioned before, the coronavirus has an ability to transmit from animals to human, or called zoonotic. And then when it comes to human transmission of the viruses, it happens when someone comes into contact with an infected person's secretion, such as droplets in a cough, or sneeze, or when they sneeze, or when they talk, or when they sing. Depending on how virulent the virus is, a cough, sneeze, or handshake could cause exposure to people. Next. So because of that, always follow the protocols and always wear a mask. By wearing a mask, we can minimize the transmission of the virus to other people. You may be able to reduce your risk of infection by avoiding people who are sick or suspected of being infected by the virus. Try to avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Wash your hands often with soap and water, at least for 20 seconds. For this situation now, awareness is a key, and if you are sick and have a reason to believe it may be the Wuhan coronavirus due to travel to to other region or abroad, uh, you should let the healthcare provider know and seek treatment early and find a diagnosis treatment. You can use rapid tests or swab antigen or antibody tests, and also you can use RT-PCR test, which is more recommended by the WHO because it has more accurate results. And that's it. Thank you. I hope this information useful. Good evening.